I built a prison horror game on Scratch where your minor stay in prison turns into an extreme case of the death penalty. Your escape attempt failed, but your punishment is far worse than more time. You've been thrown into the depths of maximum security prison, home to a corrupt cop who doesn't believe in cells. He believes in body bags. Can you outsmart this killer and earn your freedom, or is your demise already written on the walls? This takes place in a police station where many evil Scratch Cat reside for their notorious crimes. Not looking too friendly for our little cat over here, so I decided to start off the game by drawing a police cat. But if you thought the police cat would be nice and friendly to help you, you would be wrong. Because later on in the video, we're gonna make him super evil, and he's gonna commit crimes on you that no other prisoner in this jail has ever committed. But anyways, although I loved how it turned out on Scratch Cat, I felt like the body ratio should be a little bigger. So I redrew all his limbs, but this time, I added a bit more juice in them, if you know what I mean. And after a while of drawing, we got Penguin Cat. Wow, whoa. Okay, this is actually terrible. I got locked in, bro. Now, would you look at that? Feast your eyes into my new creation. This guy, he looks friendly for now. He looks like your average officer, but once you really get to know him, you're about to get touched. But moving on, I started drawing the police station. Now, normally, I would draw the outside first, but this time, we're going to be making this a little different. You see, my plan was to let the player think they escape out of prison before getting caught by the big fat police that comes over and puts you to maximum security diddy cage. So after a while coding and drawing, I went in game to test it out, and this is what happened.
You have now broken the law. This is the 67th time you have tried to escape. You will now be put in maximum security prison. Count your days.
Now that is what we call fire storyline, I can't lie. But now that we got that down, I think it's time for us to finish the rest of the map. So I continue drawing the 13 malicious backgrounds that the player has to go through in order to escape this Diddy prison. Okay, so our first background is going to be a blank one because for coloring purposes, obviously. The second one, however, is not looking too great for the player. We got some moldy stains under the bed, probably because it's pretty smelly down here, very disgusting, and not looking too great to sleep on. But if you move your eye just a little to the right, you can see on the toilet that the previous owner has left us a little treat. We got a bunch of dookie stains on the floor right next to the bowl, and maybe even a little snack on the lid as well. So I would not want to stay here if I were you. I'd rather stay in the dumpster. But moving on, we move into the main bathroom of the prison. As you may know, it's also pretty sticky here, but the only difference about this is that we have a little tunnel that we crawl out of. And how do we enter this tunnel? Well, unfortunately, we have to go back to our jail cell to crawl through the dookie stained toilet, wiping a bit of crumb off the lid in the process, and hoping we don't shat our pants too much while escaping this prison. But if you can make it through the dookie stain hole, you will notice that we have a door on the left over here where we can exit the stinky bathroom and make it into the halls of the prison. From here, if you bust the right, you will be met with the cell room, which is where you came from, but you still need a red key card to access it. But if you bust the left instead, you will be met with the janitor closet and more road that leads down the hall. But we take a sneaky look inside the janitor closet. We can see that it looks really spooky and scary, but there's nothing much to worry about except for the wires on the right side, which you are gonna have to cut in order to escape. But walking down the hall, you will be at a dead end with the lunchroom right in front of your face and a shelf at the very end. But we're going to talk about that later on in the video. But if you enter the lunchroom instead, you're going to have to actually watch out because now you're in the evil Diddy police territory. Doesn't mean he can't touch you in other areas, but moving on, if you bust to left, you'll also be in a dead end. But now you're outside the armory room, which you need a yellow key card in order to access. And finally, if you take a left again, you'll end up in the exit area, where's the place you're going to actually get your freedom. But before we get more into that, if you want to look inside the main office, you're going to have to do it yourself. I had a fun little surprise in there just for you guys, you know, because I love y'all so much. Now that we got the backgrounds in place, my plan for the gameplay was simple. You will need to collect a total of 4 items across the map in order to open the front door to escape. Our first item over here is going to be the pliers. Remember how I said in the janitor's closet there's wires you're gonna have to cut? Well, if you look at the front door over here, there's actually an electric lock that's connected to those wires. So if you don't cut them, you don't unlock them. But moving on to our next task, it's going to be a red key card. This is also needed to unlock the front door, but it is also used to unlock the jail cell, which inside just has nothing but another shelf for you to search in. Just something to extend this Diddy police gameplay for a little bit. But next up, we got the crowbar. Now if you realize, you didn't see boards on the front door, but in fact it is quite there because I just didn't put it in the background. I put it in another sprite. It's just mainly another thing to extend the escape gameplay before the Diddy police catches you. And finally, we got the yellow key card. Now this is a special one because not only does it open the front door, but it unlocks the armory room. Now normally I wouldn't add anything to ward away monsters in my horror games, but since we're dealing with a Diddy police here, I think I'll make an exception. Inside, you can find an anti-freak 9mm with 3 rounds of booty piercing. This won't kill the Diddy police, but it will stop him from trying to keep on touching you. But unfortunately, there is only 3 rounds, so once you run out of those, he will bend you over. But now that we've gone through all the items, surprisingly, we did not make the scary version of Diddy police yet, so let's get to that. Okay, first off, I think we should give his eyes a little gradient so he looks a little bit more terrifying. Actually, this is not scary at all. What about like an alternate eye, like from one of the analog horror? Okay, no, this just looked ridiculous. Alright, let's just make it all black and give him red eyes. This looks like something a 3-year-old would draw, but it does the job. Now it's time to get the head gradient in. Okay, yeah, this is very serial killer move. Now let's give him a stretched up smile, making him look like he's gonna like touching someone, or maybe he already does, who knows. Alright, now this looks pretty horrifying. We're on a pretty good run here, chat, except for the start. Just ignore that. And now to top it off with the cherry on top, I think making his outfit a little darker would polish this off very nicely. What do you think, chat? I think this looks pretty good. In terms of body ratio, I think I need to work on my art a little bit on that. But for now, I think we're going to work on his animation. I kind of want his head to rock back and forth when he's moving to give off a really crazy crackhead vibe. And after a while coding, I think this does the job. And now, for the arms, I think making them swing back to back would really add some nice movement to his animation. Not just to touch people, but to make sure he has them nice and ready. Okay, we got one arm moving. Kinda looks like he's jorking it right now, but let's quickly get the other arm in so he can stop gooning. Alright, now, he looks way more animated, and it seems like he's double jorking it now. I don't know how to fix this, so we're just gonna move on to the legs instead. And hopefully that turns out better. Alright, let's see this in full screen mode. Let's see what he looks like. Okay, actually, not that bad. Could be worse, but let's just keep it for now. And finally, it's time for the jump scare. As you can see, we're not gonna do it frame by frame this time because we do not need anything that fancy. Because not gonna lie, I think the chase itself gives shivers down my spine already. But anyways, let's test this out. 3, 2, 1. Okay, this looks pretty serious. And finally, our final step for the game, to polish off what we have here. Some nice, beautiful sounds that'll make it way more terrifying so players can really shat their pants while escaping Mr. Police Diddy. Alright, y'all ready to hear this now? 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is pretty fire. Let's move on to the gameplay. Let's go. Oh my god, no, we're stuck. Let's press E to escape, chat. Oh my god, who's that? You have not broken the law. What? This is your 6th, 7th time you escaped. Oh my god, 6, 7. You will now be put in a maximum security prison. Oh my god. Alright. Count your days, little bro. Oh my god, no. Oh my god. Why you just dash at me like that? Alright, let's lock in, chat. Might be a dookie stain on the toilet, but we have to do it. We have to crawl through the dookie stain in order to escape. Alright, let's search what's in here. Empty. Wow, that's just a great start. Alright, let's see what's in here. Empty. Oh, that's another great start. Wow, that is just crazy. Come on. Anything? Red key card. Perfect. Let's go to the cell room over here. Ooh, let's. Oh my! Please speed. Yep. Get out, please. Please. Oh my! Of course he's still there. Oh my! Come on, bro. Leave. Thank you. Come on, search this. Hurry up. Oh my! I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Ah! Alright, let's lock in. Really? Pliers. Really? Come on, bro. Nice. Cut that. Let's see what's in here. Red key card. Give me this. What's in here? Yellow key card. Nice. What's in here? Nothing. Wow, that's just great, isn't it? What's in here? Empty. Please. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Let's make sure he's not around here. Alright, let's just risk it for the biscuit. Let's just see. Oh, crowbar. Nice. Chop that. Give me this. Hurry up. Nice. Come on. Oh my, he's right there. Come on. Nice. Let's go take the wood boards out first. Hopefully he's not around here. What? Alright, nice. Oh, that was so close. Please. Okay. Yellow key card. Take that, bro. Alright. Nice. Is he still following? No, he's not. On center. Weapon room. Yep. What the? Give me the gun, bro. Come on. Nice. I wonder where he's at. What's up? What's up, bro? I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you anymore. Pow! Yeah, get the fuck out of my way. Get out of my way. Alright. Come on. Can we escape? Let's go. That's too easy, chat. That's just too easy.